So do you want to do the opening remarks, please?
Yeah, welcome along everybody to the Alien Spaceship. Look at life and some of its interesting points. I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. That's it.
Right, you got it. You got it
Yeah,
right.
welcome to the show. So I believe you've got some interesting facts for us today. Over to you, bro.
Well, I hope interesting, but I sort of said it's to do with the truth about eggs and suffragettes and women's football.
Oh yeah.
At which point you seem to have completely disappeared.
I don't know what's
Going
happening.
well, isn't it? Oh, you're back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I thought I'd just have a brief word about eggs. The humble egg, I suppose we could say. They are a bit of a superfood. I'm not on any commission that's quite good, from the Egg Commission, an accidental funny one there. But no, I just want to say that I think eggs are a very good superfood. And
Yeah.
just a few points about an egg. Well, they are full of nutrients, proteins, which are very good for the human body. Do you have many eggs? Do you eat eggs, Cuz?
I don't, but my brother eats a lot of eggs. I just find it hard work. I like food when it's made. No, I don't like food when I have to make it.
Well, I mean, there's a phrase, isn't there? You know, he
Yeah,
or she can't even boil an egg. I mean, it's supposed to be one of the, and it probably is one of the easiest things to do. Can you not just boil an egg either for a soft or a hard-boiled egg?
I can boil an egg. And today, you'll be glad to know this. I had fried eggs. I had two fried eggs today. Bear with me a
Gee,
minute. Yeah, I had two fried eggs today. So there you go. I had I had two fried eggs at my sister's today, so that was good.
yeah.
And
Well,
had
that's
the
good. And
bread.
doctors will tell you, I think, that two fried eggs a day or two eggs a day is okay. People can probably get away with eating two eggs a day.
Right.
The only exceptions to that, I think, is that they are slightly higher in cholesterol than other foods. So if somebody suffers from high cholesterol or any sort of heart problem, then even then you could probably be okay with one egg 4 or 5 days a week without any problems. But that's the
Right.
point. They are a bit of a superfood, as I say, full of nutrients, full of proteins, good for kids when they're growing and everything. So that's good. In fact, they're very low on carbs and very little sugar in them as well, which is good. And interestingly, they have every vitamin contained in an egg except vitamin C, which of course we get from oranges, sort of citrus fruits, things like that. So yeah, eggs are very very good for humans in so many ways. They take about 24 hours to form from when the hen first when it sort of begins to be fertilized, and then it's 24 hours for it to become a hard-boiled egg. And a hen will often lay one egg a day. That's kind of an average thing. And the actual way an egg is fertilized is quite interesting. And we can actually eat fertilized eggs as long as it's not been incubated. Because sometimes in your box of eggs, you'll see one or two feathers flying about, and that always used to bother me a bit. That maybe there was a hatched chick inside, but it's not that. It usually is when the eggs are boxed, or the chicken, the hen may have just had some feathers coming loose. So
All
yeah,
right.
it's a very good thing. And can you think of any expressions whereby we talk about eggs? I'll start you off. We talk about, don't we, that it's a chicken and egg situation, and I guess we'll never know the answer, will we? What came first, the chicken or the egg? One of them had to, I guess. But can you think of any other expressions?
Uh, Eggheads.
Yeah. Say again.
Eggheads. You know that?
Well, yeah, I hadn't thought of that one. Eggheads. Yeah,
All
that
right.
obviously
Yeah.
means clever people.
Yeah.
So that's good. Walking on eggshells,
Oh yeah, that's
means
another
we're
one.
sort of
Yeah.
it can be a difficult thing. Egg on your face. Often, if something is a bit embarrassing, we
Yeah.
have egg on our face. Um, Trying to think. Don't kill the goose that lays the golden egg. We
Eggs.
can have
Yeah.
a nest egg, a supply of money, I guess. Sometimes we say somebody is a good egg or a bad egg, and that simply refers to their character, perhaps.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, there's lots of expressions about the humble egg. And I guess I've just invented one as humble as an egg. It doesn't make any sense, does it? But it's quite a nice, quite a nice sounding expression. But the last thing I would say about eggs
Yeah.
is, and it's kind of almost a scientific point, and you may or may not want to try this later when you've had your dinner, and that is if you hold an egg between your thumb and, say, your index finger, so
Yeah.
holding it at the oval ends of it, you can press as hard as you like and you won't crack it. It won't crack. Now, you may may not believe that, but an egg is known to be incredibly strong on its north and south points, if you see what I mean. So
All
you
right.
may want to try that later. Perhaps do it over the sink or something like that, or wear a big apron. But you can try it. And I'm trying to think. I'm sure I have tried this before, and I honestly can't remember whether my hand was subsequently covered in yolk. But I seem to recall that I couldn't break it, and it's just something about the egg which is particularly strong in that part of it. So you may try that as an experiment. You can try after our podcast, cuz. So yeah, give that one a go. So that's the humble egg, as I say. It's a wonderful thing, really. It can be done in lots of ways. And just one last thing I just thought of. Have you ever heard of eggs Benedict?
Eggs Benedict. No. No, I don't
You've
think
not
I.
heard of it?
No.
Okay, well it's a recipe.